Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is slightly different than what I usually make, but I want to try a little project, so I'll bring you guys along with the journey. Just to outline the problem I'm having, I've been dropping a load of FPS when I stream. I'm not quite sure what it is. It could be that I'm recording and streaming at the same time. With OBS, I have no idea. Hopefully this solution will sort out whether it's just my computer not being powerful enough. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a streaming computer that's not a gaming computer. That will be just handling input from my main computer and just streaming it to Twitch and recording it locally so I can put up on my VOD channel. I'll be making it out of all the random stuff that I've acquired over the years of upgrading my computers and just you would see the mishmash of components. So let's just have a quick rundown of what I'm going to be using. So the main motherboard and CPU is an old 2500K, old reliable. I think people are still using it and all the 2600K to stream with, so it should be fine for this. And the 2500K is going to be cooled by the Hyper 212 Evo, a really old but yet really reliable, cheap CPU cooler that is still highly recommended actually in a lot of communities. And then what's going to be powering all of this is an Aerocool Project 7 850 watt platinum power supply, which is actually on paper better than what I'm running on my gaming computer, but when I run it under any reasonably high load, which this will not be running under, it crashes. It like freezes out my computer. So that was a cause of a lot of problems, but hopefully with these low power parts compared to my R7 3700 and RTX 3070 that I've got in my main PC, it should not draw nowhere near the power to trip its overcurrent protection, which I believe what was happening. It was just simply going, I can't do this. Even though I know it can, it was saying no, but this computer will not go anywhere near what I was running before. So it should be fine. If not, the replacement for it will just be a lot cheaper because I don't need a high wattage power supply for this. So it's not the end of the world if it does go. Actually, I'm still going to lock up, so it's fine. Memory for the CPU is going to be just a cheap 8GB stick of DDR3 that I've had for a long time. That it works. That's all I need. I just need a bit of 8GB is fine if you're not running games or editing or anything like that. So I don't need high capacity, high speed. I just need 8GB minimum. I have an 8GB stick, luckily. DDR3 right now is hard to come by, and then the main storage is going to be a Samsung Evo 840 120GB. So not much. You don't need it for an operating system and a couple of programs, not much. But then I have an old 2TB Hitachi drive for actually recording to, because I don't need speed just to record my footage to. So I don't, just a mechanical drive is fine for that. I have a NAS that everything's going to be saved to anyway afterwards, so it's just temporarily going to be stored on that drive. And to receive the signal from my main gaming PC, I've got my AVerMedia Live Capture Live Gamer HD2. These are really good, but no one seems to buy them because they're not Elgato. They're quite a lot cheaper than the equivalent. So that's what I went for. Me and my housemate have one each. We use it every so often for like Switch streaming and stuff like that. So it works, and you won't be able to tell the difference really between that and a Elgato capture card. Now, graphics card, it's not the best out there, but all I need is the NVENC encoder, which this is one of the first generations to have it. It's an old GTX 960. It's only the 2GB version. I do have a 4GB version, but I'm running that in the NAS right now for reasons I'm not quite sure of, but it was in there first. I can't be bothered to take it out, so I'm leaving it in there. This is an MSI card. It's gaming, so it's slightly faster than stock, but I won't be using it for basically anything other than video encoding, so it'll do the job. And the final piece of the puzzle is the case. It's a Fractal Design Mini C. It's an M80X case, so it's not the full full height, but it should be compact enough for what I have. I only have a M-ATX motherboard, so it's all I need basically. And it's got a lot of sound padding it's got a lot of sound deadening in all the panels basically. It's a dense case. Empty, it weighs a ton still when it's empty. It's made to be quiet, and I like it. It's a nice little case. And finally, my iFixit kit. Thank you to my brother for buying me this. It has coming handy a hell of a lot. So good birthday present. Thank you a lot. And that basically covers all of the parts. I will not be building it on the bed, and I've got a carpet here, so I will be moving to an actual hard surface. I will probably not be wearing the anti-static wristband because I have never used one and it's never affected me. Just because it's never affected me doesn't mean it will never affect you. Do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. So if you can and have one, use one. Otherwise, it's not the end of the world. A lot of electrostatic myths have been put out there that it's a lot more damaging than it actually is. So again, it actually takes quite a lot to kill a machine or a part with electrostatic, but it's still good to do. Put an anti-static wristband on. Yeah, let's go build. And there we have it, one built new streaming PC. I did remove, you probably saw I removed the hard drive cage. I didn't need the extra 3 bays. This case will be good if you need like a quiet machine to be a NAS that sits on the network. It's got 6 drive bays, pretty handy. For me, a bit too much. Band controller as well is all plugged in as well. Annoyingly, it has Molex on it, which is very old, but it's an old case. The Fractal Design Define Mini C came out a long time ago now, so it's showing its age. I know all the parts work because I put them together outside of the case beforehand, so a good thing to do is to build the PC just on top of a motherboard box or something like that, just so you know everything works. I had Windows installed and everything else while it was outside the case in preparation for this video, so that all works. I now need to find a spot for it. There is a spot here next to my computer for it to go, so I'll be putting it there. There will be a setup video later. I haven't done it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do for it, but I do want to do one. So if you want to see more about my setup and now how this fits into it, subscribe and you'll see that later. And yeah, I stream at the weekends. It's currently 2:30 in the morning, Friday night, so I will probably be picking this back up again in the morning, setting it all up, getting it ready for my stream later that day. And yeah, I will see you next time, guys. Don't forget, if you want to see more from me, my links down in the description. I think I've put my link to all of my socials down there, so go and have a look. And I will see you next time. Bye.